we have here is my version of a live animal trap. Now you can buy traps, steel traps already made, or you can make one out of wood, and that's what I've done here. I've used just scrap materials that I've had around my workshop. This one's made out of plywood, some chain, a steel bar. And the idea behind this is that an animal goes inside of the trap through a door here, and when it goes inside, it accidentally bumps into that trigger stick in there, and when it dislodges that trigger stick, the door comes slamming down behind them, and you've caught yourself an animal. Now the way I've made mine is, you can see my trigger stick here has a notch in it, and that notch fits right against this hole that I drilled in the top and holds the door up using this steel bar. And as you can see, I've attached my trigger stick and my door using chain to this steel bar, and then I have a vertical pole here in the center as a pivot point, and I've drilled a hole through the steel bar and put some washers and a screw and a nut in there to hold that in place. And once the trap is activated, it drops the door on the animal. Now what I've done over here is, as you can see, the door, I've routed out some grooves here on this side and the other side to allow this door to slide quickly and freely down that slot. And you want your door to have some substantial weight behind it. You want that door to close quickly and firmly. So what I've done is I've screwed two pieces of plywood together, and that gives it a substantial amount of weight. And when the trap is activated, as you can see, the door comes down pretty solid. Let me go ahead and reset it here. The animal goes in, hits that trigger stick, and down the door comes. You can see how quickly and firmly that door comes down. And that's my version of a live animal trap. Some people just use a wooden stick here and some string, and then when the trap is activated, all that stuff comes falling down. I prefer to have this all in one piece. It makes it much easier to reset the trap, and also you don't have a bunch of loose pieces laying around that you have to pick up and reassemble every time you want to reset your trap. So that's my version of a do-it-yourself, homemade, live animal trap. Now I don't recommend that you go around trapping animals. Please obey all the laws. But in the event that you're in a survival situation and needed to trap an animal, or you have a nuisance animal that you need to capture, this might be a good way to go. And this didn't cost me a thing to make. All the materials I already had, and it was a lot of fun making it. And go ahead and make yourself one. Okay, here we have the trap set. I'll just do a walk around here so you can see what it looks like. You can see the trigger stick is pulled down through the hole. There's a notch in the trigger stick that holds it in place, and then when the animal bumps it, it slides off, causing the bar to rise up and dropping the trapdoor behind the animal. Here's a close-up of the trigger mechanism. You can probably see the notch in there in that hole that I drilled in the top. And again, you have a screen on the side so you can see if there's an animal in there. And we have the door attached up here at the top. As you can see, the door is raised. And that's all ready to go. And that's my version of a live animal trap. I would definitely advise you not to go around trapping live animals. Only in a survival situation would that be necessary, or if you have a nuisance animal and you need to trap it. Otherwise, I would say this is strictly for information purposes only. Thanks for watching.